here often. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Monica, and today I'm showing you how to create this super easy skull look, perfect for Halloween parties and the like. So if you're interested in seeing how to achieve this look, then please keep on watching. I'm starting off with mixing the Fair and Light CC cream from IT Cosmetics and using this as foundation all over my face. This gives about a medium coverage, so once I'm done with that, I'm going to add some of the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer under my eyes and wherever areas that I feel need a little bit more concealment, I suppose. Once I'm done with that, I'm taking some loose translucent powder and setting my face with that, brushing off the excess, and then moving on to eyebrows. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in Granite, and I'm going to give myself some bolder brows today for this look. So we're just going to go ahead and put those on our face. Next, I'm going to be using some new goodies I received from Contour Cosmetics, and I have both of their contour palettes, the original and the number 2. Going in with the Contour 2 palette, I'm grabbing the lightest brown shade and using this to start sketching out the lower half of our skull. Now taking the darkest brown shade in that palette, I'm going over the same areas and just further defining them. Now mixing all 3 contour shades in the palette, I'm starting to sketch out our little teeth. These don't have to be perfect, and obviously we're going to keep them super simplified for the sake of ease during this look, so don't stress. Now these shades are super creamy, so just be careful when working with them in this kind of a way. We obviously are not looking to really blend too much right now for the sake of things getting too muddy looking right off the bat. So we're using just a very small, precise brush to start placing all this product down, and then we're going to work and set it from there. Now taking the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette, I am grabbing the warm brown shade on the warm side of the palette and taking this and starting to place this over all of the areas we just put those contour colors down. So what I'm doing with this part is I am actually setting the cream. So instead of using swiping motions, I'm going to be using soft patting motions. It's also going to help keep our makeup from smearing all over the place throughout the day. Now taking the cool toned brown shade from that same palette, I am using this on the sides of the mouth to further deepen and darken just those areas. Next, taking the lightest highlight shade in the original contour palette, I'm using this to start filling in our teeth, getting those a little bit brighter and cleaner now that we're done with the majority of the darker colors. So just go ahead and start putting this on all your teeth. And then taking a white shade from the Kat Von D palette, I'm going over all the teeth areas and setting those as well. Then taking a black eyeshadow, I am using this to just deepen certain areas of our little skull here. So really just focusing it on the back corners and then kind of moving forward up a little bit purely for just definition. Then taking the middle warm contour shade, I am placing that on my nose and giving myself a little skull nose, and then overlaying that with the cool toned brown from the Kat Von D palette. Then taking the Spotlight Highlighting Palette by Contour Cosmetics, I am taking the white shade and using this on a small brush, and I'm just placing this over all of the white parts of our teeth just to give it a little added finish. And using that transition shade from the Kat Von D palette, I am putting this in my crease and using it as a transition shade. Surprise, surprise. Then mixing the 2 darkest brown shades in the Kat Von D palette, I am placing this on both the inner and outer corner of my eyes and also underneath the lower lash line and buffing that out, making it nice and smoky. Switching it up, I'm moving on over to the Kat Von D Glimmer palette, and then taking the golden shimmery shade, I am placing that on my finger and applying that right to the center of my lids, and then overlaying that with the really pretty champagne shade that's in there right next to it, just to give it a little bit extra pizzazz. And then if you want to be a little extra, go ahead and take the shade Mink from that Spotlight palette and place that right over top in the center as well. I'm going to start putting some mascara on both my top and bottom lashes, and then using the Rogan Rogue Black Magic Lashes in Slayer. Taking a black eye pencil, I am tightlining my eyes real quick, which is always super fun. Oh yeah, onto the fun part. Taking some gold leaf that I got, from the craft store, whatever. I am just going to be placing this on my neck, but before we do that, I'm going to throw some glue on there using an Elmer's glue stick, and just placing this in all the areas that we want to put our gold leaf. Remember that this glue dries relatively fast, so it's sometimes easier to work in smaller sections at a time, but be warned, gold leaf is messy AF. So don't say I didn't warn you, because it gets everywhere, I swear. And that's it, guys. You are now a freaking skull thing. And if you want to take it to the next level, go ahead and pop on or make some kind of headdress or headpiece or crown or whatever you want to call it, like I did. If you guys are ever interested in seeing how I make some of my accessories, just let me know. Maybe I can film something for you sometime. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and share it with your friends, and also please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will catch you next time. Mwah!